All right, hello everybody. My name is Todd and welcome to Honeysuckle Farms. Maybe I should raise fish. Just a few weeks ago, everything on the farm seemed to be going well. The pasture was draining down. We were clearing out the area for the garden and the main house and making progress on the carriage house. When we arrived to the farm on Friday, everything had changed. Well, there you have it. That's from the river, and it's still coming up. The Satilla River had reached flooding stages, even though we hadn't had rain in the area for almost 2 weeks. And with the forecast calling for 4 to 6 inches of rain, heavy storms, lightning, and possible tornadoes, we did the only thing we could do. We opened up the gate to the corral, got their feed buckets, fetched the hay ring from 2 feet underwater, put a new bale of hay in it, and gave them a little extra grain to get them by, since they don't have much grass to feed off of. Then we went back and started our chores. Mother Nature's going to do what she's going to do, and all we can do is prepare and deal with it when it happens. It's Saturday morning. It's a cold Saturday morning. They said it was supposed to be in the 30s, upper 30s. It got down to 33. It was pretty chilly this morning, but you know, that being said, we're going to be working in the carriage house this morning. We're going to be working specifically in the utility room. We got it all cleaned out, and we're fixing to fur out the walls for our electrical panel, for our plumbing and everything. We're going to have our water heater over here. Our washer and dryer is going to be here. Our AC unit's going to be here, and then our electrical panel is going to be over here. So we're going to fur all the walls out so we can run and use it as a chase for our electrical wires and to mount everything. So that's what we're going to be doing today. It's a good day to be working inside, but it's going to be a good day. So anyway, hope everybody's having a great weekend. We're going to be getting at it. All right, so we had to make a run into town and grab some more wood, but we're gonna go ahead and finish up the framing of the utility room, and then probably call it for a day. We have to deal with some issues with the pigs and go feed the animals, so got some things going on. Have to meet somebody about a car, so we're just trying to get what we can get done while we're here, so we're gonna get at it. All right, so we got a little work done today. I ended up getting this utility room all furred out. I left these two studs right here loose because we've got our electrical panel going in there. Probably won't use the one on the left, but we'll see. I may butt it up to the panel, but I've got to get my panel first before I go ahead and put those last two studs in. So anyway, and we're gonna hold off on the header. I've got a little work to do on this door, so we left those loose, but everything else is knocked out. We got some bracing done up on the rafters up on the second floor, and tomorrow is going to be just working on the second floor, which is good. We wanted to get all the stuff done down here. We did some adjustments of a stud and had to check a few things. So anyway, and I had to make 2 trips to the stinking lumber yard. My bad, but anyway, we're good now. So tomorrow we'll be moving up to the second floor, working on the porch again. And but now we got to go feed the critters, so it's off to do chores. At least they got food. I say that. They're actually pretty spoiled. Hey, Jeremiah. Hey. Hey, buddy. Coco, I think I'm beginning to like you. Hey, Jacques. My little boy Jacques. He likes me to pet him, but I don't know about when he's eating. All right, good morning, everybody. It's Sunday, Carriage House Day, and we're in the carriage house. Today we're going to be going around and putting in, I'm just basically going to call it blocking for our sheetrock in our corners. We've got these heavy gauge structural studs spaced out, and this was all the studs I had. We had none left over. So we used what we did, and then we're going back in now and putting some blocking in here and some blocking in our utility room. We've got 2 places here where our sheetrock or our finished material will need something to screw to. We did this corner good, but we've got to get another piece in this corner. And I got one more short piece that's going to have to go up top here, both sides, so that the material that we put on the wall will be able to screw off. So we're going to get everything framed in before we move upstairs, but we're pretty close. All right, well, we kind of changed the plans up here a little bit. Instead of moving upstairs, I decided to go ahead and finish the blocking downstairs, and we're putting our ceilings in our canning closet and our bathroom. Now the tricky part about the bathroom is I have a light fixture I got off a job site that was going in the garbage because the box was damaged, and it's made for an acoustical ceiling, but it's got some clips on it that I'm going to use to mount it into our opening, and it'll allow it to be flush with the sheetrock. So it's going to be pretty cool. It's an LED light, and it's going to mount and be flush with the sheetrock. So yeah, I just decided to go ahead and finish up the work downstairs here. I got Matt's helped me for a little while this morning, and so but I've got to go do some other things. Got to go up in the garden and check on things up in there. So we just concentrated on getting our blocking in for all our plywood, our sheetrock, and everything. Get all the stuff that nobody likes to do done, and we got it knocked out. So we may do a little work inside the set of stairs here and get that ready, and once we get that done, the whole downstairs will be framed in. We can start roughing in our electrical and plumbing. So all looking good, all looking good. So we're getting at it. All right, so we're done working in the carriage house for the day. We got everything done that I wanted to get done on the downstairs. We're gonna go ahead and do our chores, feed the critters, and get on out of here. But we got a little surprise that I hadn't led on to yet. Came up here on Tuesday evening, Valentine's Day, after a crazy long day, and we ended up having a litter of pigs born. Now we had 7 born. It's a first-time mama. Her name's Claudette, and Bonnie and Clyde we're calling them, but the criminals, the 2 girls from the criminals. But she had 7 babies. 1 didn't make it right away, and the other 3 she squished, which is something that happens with new mothers. We've tried handling the babies on a new mother, and what we found out works best is once she has the first litter, she realizes that what to do. She doesn't step on the babies after the first litter usually. We may lose 1, but you know, it's just a learning process, and you have to deal with it. So we're left with these 3 little guys, and I actually had somebody wanting to buy 2 gilts and another person wanting to buy a boar, and that's exactly what we're left with. We got 2 gilts and a boar. So they're the lucky guys. They're pretty tough. They'll make it through it. Hopefully they're they're through the rough part. They seem to got their little legs underneath them. They know how to get up and get out of the way. But hopefully everything works out and they'll grow up and be healthy like these guys. We got to clean their pen out, but they become so spoiled at 10 weeks old. They're just growing like crazy, and they're spoiled little brats. So we're going to go ahead and clean out their pen and get them fed. So we're going to get at it. All right, well, it's Sunday afternoon. We got all the chores done, just got done feeding the cows and giving them hay, and got the pigs fed, and everything's cleaned up. So we're fixing to pack it up and head home. Next weekend's looking to be a good weekend. Hopefully these heavy flooding and the water will subside on the river, and we can try to get back on working on the pasture here in a few weeks. but that gives us something else to do. So, because of the fact that we can't work in the pasture, we just add another chore to the list, or task to the list. But we got some good news on the backhoe and the tractor. I think we've got a solution for the problems, so we're going to work on those next week. So hopefully, say a prayer, we'll get that tractor up and running and the backhoe up and running next week, so we can get that property cleared out over there by the main house and get our garden started. We've got all our plants started, our seedlings going, so they'll be coming up soon. They need a place to go, so we got to get at it. But we were able to do some work on the carriage house this weekend. Nothing fabulous, but it was a lot of work that you don't like to do. The little things here that are left over, screw this here, put a blocking in here. But we were able to get the ceilings in the bathroom and the canning closet done, and also in the room underneath the stairs. So we pretty much got all the framing done in the bottom downstairs on the carriage house. So next weekend we're definitely going to try to move up in the next couple weekends. Probably next weekend we're going to be working on some fencing. We had some cows get out, and it's been an ongoing issue. We bought the property next door, and the last 3 acres that we bought, the front section has got just fence that's 20 years old, and it needs to be taken down and redone. So that was one of our jobs on our list to do, but you know, with the pasture being flooded, we're going to go ahead. That moves that up on the list, and plus the cows getting out. So we're going to go ahead and try to address that in the next 2 weekends and get that front area fenced in. So we got a lot to do. Go another weekend, and we're going to, you know, get at it. So hope everybody had a fantastic weekend, and I hope you have a fantastic week. You know, I've been told that sometimes I don't smile enough, but you know, there's a lot of things going on, and you know, I'm always looking for solutions. So, you know, there's those days when you take 1 step forward and 2 steps back, and lately it's been 3 steps back. But that'll all pass, and we'll be able to make some progress out here like I like to, hopefully. And well, you know, we'll get at it. So you know, it's all about just sticking with it and commitment. So I'm going to stick with this until it's done, no matter what, whether it kills me. And that's about the only option that's going to keep me from getting her done. So, you know, we'll just regroup and hit it next weekend. So, again, thanks for everybody that watches the channel. Please hit that like and subscribe button if you like this content, and share our videos with anybody. We need all the help we can get. But I'm going to sign off, and like I always say when I sign off, remember, don't ever give up on your dreams. My name is Todd. This is Honeysuckle Farms. Hope to see you next video.